seen it sometimes again.
Go pick up your own.
All right, this is Hatter, Commodore, Figment's back there, and we've got Septic Tank right here. See if I can get you. There we go.
There's the finger. Son of a bitch. I got a finger the public.
So they can keep you on all the good stuff going.
So, Septic Tank, tell us about Rust and Fire a little bit.
Rust and Fire is our kind of apocalyptic, futuristic, fancy word. I'm trying to remember the word for that thing. Dystopian future event that we put on here. It's kind of a weird thing because it's kind of like a futuristic Renaissance fair because we're open to the general public.
Yep.
And they come out here and do stuff. They bring in vendors, bring in acts, but everything's got an apocalyptic theme to it. And that's what the Age of Rust and Fire. This is the third time? Third time, right?
My second time.
This is my first.
Third time doing this. And this time we moved inside some big old buildings.
Yeah.
Because it might rain. That's why we're sitting outside right now, because that horrible rain. You know, be careful that acid rain out there.
Right.
It might get on you. And dealing with the average Californian. Oh my God, I might melt in the rain because they're all fucking wicked witches.
Running from the rain, yeah.
Right?
So this is our event. We're doing this. This is the time period we liked. The last time we did it in July, we all particularly died.
It was so goddamn hot.
Lord,
Fuck
that was a
shit.
bad decision. But well, that's when we had
Yeah, exactly. It was a ballsy 118.
Balls off.
Oh yeah, no,
More
I
than that,
did.
sweating some.
I mean, these guys did at least a few fights in their little cage, but even they were like, "This is too much
I think
for
it was like
us."
one or two shots.
this.
Are they gonna fight? No, we're gonna die.
They're gonna die for us.
Bunch of death. This is not good. Call the ambulance. Call the wambulance. We can wait.
Right. So tell us a little bit about the cage fights. How did you get involved in that?
I think you've heard me talk about this before, but years and years and years, I've been doing a lot of recreational. God, what is the word? Big word, fancy thing.
Reenactment
societies, like the Society of Creative. I'm not going to go there because I might get in trouble saying the last word. But so I've been playing that for a while, and you go out, you put on armor, you beat the shit out of each other with a stick. It's awesome. It's great fun. I highly recommend doing it.
Society of Creative and
yeah.
We all know what it is.
And so we've done that. When I actually started doing the cage fights at Wasteland, I thought it was a good idea. There was a lot of us were bored, we want to do something fun, so we brought that kind of gladiatorial ideology to the fights.
What year was that?
Year one. Actually,
Brought the cage to year one.
Not even great. It wasn't. Oh, great. Well, give me a second. I'm lost on words. Not Wasteland Weekend. It was
Road Warrior Weekend.
Goes back that far.
Yeah,
wow.
That was the first year we did it.
The origin.
And then we didn't do it the first 2 years, and then we just got a wild hair up our ass. We got contact. I cannot remember the kid's name. I really wish. I don't even think the group's around. But they contacted us and says, hey, we got this dome. We call it the Battle Dome. Like, I'm in. Just sign me in. I'm in.
So I know that dome. That was the Dome of Destruction. It was the mini Thunderdome. That was actually the first group that I was involved with at Wasteland.
It was rocking. The way they ran it, I got kudos. It was awesome.
You guys took your hiatus, and then that was 2013 that you guys came and did that in our little
actually,
dome.
I think we did it the first, maybe a year or two before.
It may have been 2012 also.
We got shut down. It was actually kind of a funny story because we were going to follow up the Jugger match.
Okay.
The year one, they decided to do jug matching. And so they're out there and they're doing the Jugger match, and we're going to go on and do some fighting after, just, play around, demo stuff. And one of their juggers the quick got squished. One of literally the slash is like 400 pounds. And he fell on the quick, who was maybe $120.
Soaking wet.
Hospital. They had to call the ambulance. Now,
It's like a Looney Tune when you get flat.
Yeah, Jared comes around like, no, we're done.
Game over.
Nothing else. He was so freaked out. It was just funny as hell. But it was awesome. A couple of years later, we were able to, things started steadying down.
Remember, his name isn't Jared. It's Clean Ice.
Clean Ice.
Clean Ice. Clean Ice.
Ooh, Clean Ice.
He doesn't like that name.
He hates it. He hates it.
I will remember.
This is me keeping alive the why Wasteland Talk is not allowed on the main stage. Because we talk shit.
So we went out there and we couldn't fight the first year. We got back involved with did the dome fighting and shit like that. That was absolutely probably the stupidest fun I've had in a long time.
It was great.
Because we were trying to ham it up and we were trying to fight yet not fight. Mm-hmm. And it's just like we can't do that. We just cannot process.
You guys go full bore.
Yeah, we were full bore. We were just like, so like one of the guys I'm fighting, Thorbjorn was his name. And And he's just like, I'm hitting him, just great shots. And later I'm like, fuck, he's not taking a dive. Fuck it, I'll take a dive. We got to be done with this fight.
Yeah.
I deck myself out, and I'm like, dude, what happened? He's like, I was trying not to throw up on my helmet. I'm like, what happened? He was so motivated by the crowds. Because...
the crowds would do it.
The fighting that we do is a proper fight. Whoa, good fight. I mean, even though we're hitting each other and shit like that. Yeah. And so it was the crowd. The crowd motivated him so goddamn much. It gave him butterflies in the stomach. He started getting sick. Because it was just that empowering over it. It's insane. And so after that, we just started kind of upping the game. That's when we met Smash. He brought in the whole freaking the cage and did all that fun stuff. And that's really when I kind of started taking off. Is once we had the cage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Smash, really, if it weren't for Smash bringing all the shit out there, I don't think we would have been doing what we're doing. So kudos to that guy.
Yeah, it's cool how like the different groups of people who have similar interests kind of find each other, and you all kind of figure it out. Like, because like some of you might have known each other from other stuff, but a lot of you met through this. And you have similar experience.
How uncool my hat looked. At least my head was warm.
It's like, oh yeah, I've done SCA and I've done Renaissance Fair. Oh yeah, what area? Oh, I'm from Arizona. I'm from Texas.
Because we
it's like you never knew.
Over 10 years of doing it, we evolved.
Yeah.
We're going to do this. Okay, 3 hits. We're only do 3 hits. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Vince has got, just go out and fight till you're happy. What's that mean? It just means fight till you're happy. Right. Some guys are happier than other guys.
Yeah.
And so it just, what we got to do is, we get knocked down and get back up. Knocked down and get back up. But at this point, you're just like, I'm done. I'm just wiped. I'm exhausted. I mean, the last time I got in the ring was 2019. And I literally fought, what was that? I think Wolf was his name. Wolf was the guy.
Yeah.
And he was literally fighting me I was 50. I was like fighting me when I was 25.
Oh, damn.
He beat the shit out of me.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I smacked the shit out of him with a stick. I was tagging like, tag. He keeps coming. Oh, shit. Tag. Keeps coming. Okay, this is going to get bad. Tag. He's got me now. And he just pretty much throws my ass on the ground like a fucking old Raggedy Man. And it's just like, okay, yeah, you owned me. I got up once, twice, and he just owned my ass once he got me. It was a blast of a fight, but that was the last real Gladiator fight we had. That was 2019, right before the big disease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same year you dumped a handful of sand in my face.
Yeah.
But I don't doubt that you all will end up returning.
Oh, dude, you can't stop.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I'll be slow. Maybe we'll have old man fights. What's an old man fight? You gotta be 50 or older to start playing this game.
There you go.
Crutches.
Get off my lawn. This is my lawn. Get off my lawn.
Why does that walker have a sharpened end on it?
Come here, I'll show you that side, yeah, Walker fights.
Well, yeah, man. So, like,
there she is.
Gotta go get changed.
Gotta get changed.
So, how'd you hear about Road Warrior Weekend? You might go.
Okay, well,
go that far back.
You want to go that far back? Okay, so a buddy of mine, he does pirate stuff in the SCA.
Okay.
And
Those
he
bloody
calls me up.
pirates.
I'm not, mind you, I'm north of top of the state. He's in the Southern California area, and he's like, hey. We're working with, I can't remember her name. She was a pirate lady that kind of ran events. Scarlet.
Okay.
Scarlet the Harlot, I think was her name.
Oh, I think I know that one.
And her and,
She should live in Sac.
God damn, what's his name? He got bought out from Wasteland. Come on, help me.
Carl B.
Carl.
KB.
Yeah,
Oh,
KB.
Yeah, KB.
So we started working with Carl and stuff like that, and they had an idea because they do pirate events.
Yeah.
So they'd go and set up weird things and do like little pirate camping events. Well, my buddy got involved with her because he does the pirate scene, And he calls me up and says, hey, we're doing this weird apocalyptic, wastelandy thing, road warrior thing, and you're the first person that popped in my head. I'm like,
Nice.
okay, well, because I've always been doing that shit. I ain't right ahead. But, so...
I don't think any of us are.
He calls me up and says, hey, you want to come
You've got to be a special.
All right.
All right.
So you were doing security. He was asking about
So
security.
he was asking about security.
Yeah, I touched the wrong
He
button.
touched the wrong button.
He touched the wrong button.
Right. I don't know how my own
Stop
equipment
touching
works.
buttons.
That's what she said.
Tech whiz photo.
My chair, boss.
I'll give it to you back in a minute, man.
No, are you
We're doing an interview.
Interview.
We're like famous and shit, but thank you for stepping in all over my shit. So he contacts me and I'll say, hey, kid, while we're down there, can we like maybe fight or something like that?
Yeah.
And so we go out. They had to, that's when the Wasteland thing. It wasn't Wasteland. It was like a big weird RV thing that was painted black. That was like the professional music thing.
Okay.
And all these little scabby camps all over the place.
Okay.
And it was maybe 150 people, if that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't make that first year,
Out in the
but
middle
yeah,
of the desert.
that's what I've heard
I-
too.
That was just getting down there was a fucking thing because we ended up breaking a wheel axle and all that shit going down. So
Sounds like wasteland tradition from then on.
And so we go out to this. My buddy's like, hey, we should fight. So we picked up, did some fighting. It was fun, but that's what kind of kicked it off. That was because that's what we do.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of dumb assholes. We get bored and we fucking brawl in helmets and the armor and stuff like that. That's home for us. And so that was the first one, and then it just kind of evolved after that, and then it turned into the Wasteland. Or you can say, whoa, we're Wasteland Gladiators because Gladiators, and we hit each other in the stick with a head. Yeah, so it just kind of naturally evolved into that. So
Sure.
Yeah, so a lot of intelligence went into that name. So Wasteland Gladiators kind of improved. Like I said, it didn't really pop and move. Okay, when we got in that first battle dome, the funniest thing about it though,
Yeah.
Smash has never really done any of that shit like that.
Yeah.
He gets in the cage, and when he was done, he was like a kid. Fucking eating candy at Christmas time, hopping around. We can do this again. So I'm looking at this like fucking 5,000-pound monster gorilla. I want to hit more people. Like,
Jeez.
we will accommodate you.
Yeah. Smash is a tall, large person.
Large, yeah. I'm a fucking midget compared to him. It's ridiculous. So he got into it, and then he just kept upping the game. The first year he brought out a cage, and the next year he brings out this and that, and it's just like next thing he's got an entire institution set up, and it was setting the cage up. So you get there, drop down. I was doing the merchanting stuff on Merchant Row. So I dropped down, set up Merchant Row, run over to frickin' main thing, help set up the cage, run back to Merchant Row, set up, get ready for merchanting and stuff like that. And it was just, it just kept evolving. The last time we did it was insane. The setup was crazy, but we got hit with those winds. So we had to shut everything down and actually cancel the fights because the wind, there was impending doom of the winds were going to blow everything.
Oh, that
over.
was that 16?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. That year.
Yeah,
that
that was
year.
wild. That was wild. But
That fucking year. Oh,
Made some
God.
good money though.
The
Yeah.
dust storm, wasn't it?
Huh?
16 was the dust storm, wasn't it?
Yeah,
well,
it-
one of many. There seems to be a dust storm every year out there. It just doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
No, that was like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, that was like the worst out of all of
sandstorm.
them.
Yeah.
No, that was
It was just wild.
Over the old.
I
beach
remember
park.
that. I
was
remember that
last year at
because
the
Yeah, last
it,
year.
it was so strong
That was fun though.
that I stripped the shade structure off of my tent to keep my tent from being like collapsed and destroyed. But at the same time, it was blowing through the dust. So I curled up in my sleeping bag with myself and my ex-wife, and we throw over, and we just racked out for the night. Like, screw this wind, screw this cold, just rack out and wake up the next day.
Bullshit.
I had
was
like
what
a
it was.
Bedouin tent. And
Yeah.
I had to keep poking my head outside. It's like there are people. That's so windy out here. I'm like, what wind? Like, oh, I guess I did something right in my life for once. But so we kind of evolved in that. But right around 2018.
It's just easier to sit down.
Do the rabbit ears. Give him the fears.
You ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Go.
So take 3 now on the cell phone.
Yep.
Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to the shit show. Yeah, no shit. So it's just it became an institution and it just got huge. And I mean, it was glorious. It was fun, but man, the work and the time that had to be put in that thing. Because we get there, we had to set up the cage, and by the time that was done, you're exhausted. You know, my thing is, you know, I'm pretty much running the shop all day, shut the shop down, walk to the cage, round up the gladiators, because, you know, rounding up fighters is always, you know, what is that word, shit show?
Shit show.
Finally get the
Herding
stuff,
cats.
put them in armor,
Go-to word.
get in their fight. So by the time I got done and out of the ring, it's close to midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm just done. I'm exhausted. I just want to go back to camp and just fucking rack out.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work. So these last couple of works, because, you know, the virus hit and everything kind of went to shit in Shinola. And I don't know. Hopefully we'll return again. I don't know. There just seems to be a fucking.
I mean, it was nice to see. It was great to see you guys today.
I know that brought back a lot of memories.
So what we've been doing is, you know, the Wasteland Gladiators. You go like, well, is that a one thing for Wasteland? No, it's just a mentality. It's an ideology.
Yeah.
We've got some friends that have been doing it back east at some of the events they do there, like
Nice.
Pocket East. And
Yeah, the
things.
Pocket East,
Awesome.
Aftermath.
So they've been going out there. And they're like, well, can we use an name? I'm like, I don't give a shit. Just go out and have fun.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
What,
I
like,
mean,
is
the
it
whole-
copyright?
Yeah, the fighting
Trademark.
evolved because it used to be we'd try to do counts and stuff like that, and then it just turned into, like I said, just fight till you're happy. What does that mean? Well, fight till
You'll know. You'll know.
It means what it says.
And so we've got like 3-4 different groups now that kind of play with the thing. I don't give a shit. It's not copyright. Just go and have fun.
Yeah.
You know, enjoy it. And like I said, we're at that point. So we took the kind of the wasteland mentality of the Wasteland Gladiators, and we brought it to our event out here at Age Rust and Fire. Because again, most of my friends out here, we're all fucking stick fighters and shit like that. Remember, get your oil changed.
Right? It's important.
Giggity.
It's important.
So we brought it out here, and so we go out there, and like I said, the Age of Rust and Fire is kind of a weird Renaissance / apocalyptic vibe feel. So
I can totally see it.
It's everything from steampunk to diesel punk to just, you know, just whatever.
Yeah.
And so we're going with that, and we show up. We put I don't even know what are those bars called that we use. They're like crowd control.
Oh, they're just rent a cage.
Crowd control rent a cage. We put 5 of those together, tie them together, and then we go in there and just do the same thing, demo fight. The only real difference is Wasteland soil. When you're out there in the soil and you hit the dirt, it's like a lovely little bed.
Yeah.
It's soft and squishy.
Yeah.
We're fighting on concrete. That shit hurts. So we gotta be a little different on how violent we can get out there.
Oh, yeah.
But so we got some of my friends and boys that, you know, we've been playing different games, EMP and SCA for years and years. They come out, we goof off, go out there and entertain the crowds. And it's just where we're at right now. I mean, will we stop fighting? I don't know. You know, would I like to stop fighting? It'd probably be the smart thing my doctor told me to do, but
I mean,
my doctor? Oh, hell no.
Maybe you, but will it continue? Absolutely, it will continue.
Yeah, I hope to God it does. I really
Yeah.
hope to God it does. But that's kind of the history of the whole thing, you know, where we started and where we I don't know where we think we're going. So, continuation of the gladiator fighting. We've been talking to the boys up in Canada. They're still interested. Like guys like Captain Timmy, he's still game. We got a couple of guys that, well, we're just ready to play, but we may just change the attitude. Rather than setting up all the hootenanny and the big cage and all the big production, we may like kind of find one of the bars that are out there at Wasteland and say, hey, would you be willing to host a couple gladiator
There you
fights?
go.
I like that.
So it's kind of a back alley kind of.
I like that idea.
I've always wanted to include betting in this because the way we're fighting out there, we are fighting. There is a winner and a loser, and if you could bet on that, fucking caps. Are we going?
Yep, you're
So
going.
this is take 4. So this is 2 batteries, 2 cell phones now.
Yep.
So,
Fucking awesome.
I asked you if you guys were thinking about maybe having it in the dead
Okay,
Navy.
so been talking to the boys from Canada, and we're just thinking of just popping around, maybe set up a thing there. They're the Crows, so they've got a mini cage. And so we may do one night in there, just travel around, see who wants to host us. We may break out in the middle of the street and do a fight. That's Timmy. Timmy wants to do that. He's like, we should start like a street combat thing, break out, and just
Put it in front of the main gate.
Yeah.
Put it in the main gate. That'll get
That's
people's
the fun.
attention.
So that's where we may go. It's all up in the air. It just depends on where our creativity wants to go and what we want to do. But the weird thing is, the hard thing to get is there's that inner violence. It's the only way I can really sum it up. It's like an inner violence. Like after so many days hanging out, it's like, we should fight. It's such a fucking bar troll Irish thing going on with me.
I bet.
Like, we should fight. Why? We had a couple beers. We should fight. This is how we should do it now. So we're just thinking of just doing that, just to continue the fucking thing. But it'll take a new direction, a new way to go. But so we've done all the hype and the hoopla and the big cage stuff. Why don't we just bring it home now? Bring it to a more a personal aspect, personal perspective. In a bar. I mean, how cool would that be?
I would love to see that. Like,
Yeah.
And, so we may do that, but it's not going to go away. It's just to be reborn and reshaped right now.
Oh yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I actually like the idea, and looking forward to see whatever you guys end up at.
And I mean, the idea of Gladiators, of course. I mean, we can track combat for spectacle, millennia back.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, people like blood.
Yeah.
People like combat.
Absolutely.
There's no difference between what we've been doing. Like I said, it's the crowds.
Yeah.
It's all of the people coming out to watch us at Wasteland. That drives us. It's crazy, and it just feeds that energy. And you just crave it. And it's weird. It really is weird. I'm not making profit off it. It's costing me money, if anything, to do this thing. But you crave that weird ass energy, attention.
It feeds you, yeah.
Yes, it feeds you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It feeds the maw. You must always feed the great maw. The maw demands violence and blood.
Blood for the blood gods.
Blood for the blood god. So that's pretty much where it comes. Hopefully in the future, like I said, we'll keep doing it. Like I've had to take some hiatus for personal reasons.
Sure.
I'm gonna get back up there. I'm planning on doing it again this year. I don't know where we're gonna be with the organizational side of it, but definitely a couple of us are probably gonna put suits on and have some fun. We have a good friend, Bone Mother. She's been a couple of years. You may have met her.
All right.
And the Bone Mother, she really wanted to. She said we should do this at camp, and we should kind of take it to the next level, more like a gladiatorial camp, so people can come in. Because look, what it really comes down to is we're always trying to bring more people into our game that we play.
By chance have a splitting wall, so I can split some of those.
No, but we're doing an interview. Please interrupt any time.
Anyways,
I'm a dick.
Right?
sometimes you gotta be.
I lost my train of thought. Jesus, what was it?
Bone Mom.
Bone Mother. So she's got this really cool idea of kind of doing an encampment that's a gladiatorial encampment, and to kind of teach, to bring it, because we're always looking for people to bring to our game. And that's just it. It's this ever-going process of refreshing new interests and new people. There's always someone out there that they see us and they're inspired by what we do. How do I get involved? How do I do that?
Right.
Well, I want to be there for them. So, that's how I got drawn into this shit like that. I went to a park one day. I'm like, what are they doing? They're hitting each other with sticks and beating crap on armor. I need to do that. I need to channel my inner idiot and jump out there with the rest of them.
Right.
And so it's pretty much where it comes down to. We're at that point right now. So it's like a rebirth. The world has ended. It's sort of a couple weird times. It's just rebirth and continuing forward nowadays. You gonna interrupt us too in the interview? Awesome. Thank you. That's 3.
Oh yeah. This is quite the interview.
4 takes.
4 takes, 3 interruptions.
That guy's a dick. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, shoot, I'm actually looking forward to whatever rebirth this place is going to come out of, along with the events.
Yeah, it's a weird place right now. It's just like the old being replaced by the new, but it's getting better, man.
Wherever it goes, we'll be there cheering for blood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, my blood turns into dust as I get older.
That's why you just got to keep bringing in them young
I gotta
pups.
bring in them young pups because I got 1 or 2 fights in me nowadays. I'm pretty much done. So it'll be interesting to see where we go with it. But we're always looking for new blood to come out there, and if people are interested in this, they can always contact me. I got no problem. You put up my contact information.
Sure, yeah.
They can go to it's Wasteland Gladiators on Facebook.
Yeah, I think you guys have a Facebook group, yeah.
And they hit us up on there and do that stuff. Like I said, we've done everything from the life skill fighting to the rattan fighting. Most of us have a background to do the rattan fighting, so there's more of us to do that. It's having a kit. You gotta have a kit that's really set up to do the still fighting. It's an expensive kit, but it's easier to wasteland out your rattan firing kid compared to your steel kid because you really have to be in like historically documented armor, and because the plastics and shit like that all get blown apart.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you do that with the sticks. Interruption number 4. That's pretty much about it. Unless you got any questions, I can answer.
No, you pretty much narrowed down a lot of that.
Yeah, I think we covered quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I think we can call it there because everything dies and
Stop button.
everything gets interrupted, right?
Yeah, and then this dies.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for interviewing with
No,
a Septic Tank. Thank you for having us
Thank you,
out.
man.
Great
We
coming
miss you.
down.
It's good to hang out with you again, and we look forward to seeing you and whatever you decide to bring at the Wasteland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I've got. Yeah.
Just keep us updated, and we'll do our best to spread the word out.
No problem. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming down to the event too. It was
Oh hell
really
yeah,
great
dude! Like I had fun.
It was great seeing your lovely lady.
Thank you. She's
She's involved into her wrestling match.
yeah, Big Man's deep in a pay-per-view right now.
And we got our newbie,
Tin Horn.
Tin Horn.
Who will hopefully be in the
Yeah,
Wasteland
FNG there.
All right, I think that wraps it up.
delicious, I will tell
All
you
right.
that now.
That looks bad. Is that bad?
And that's
For my
fine.
broken